Teaching kids how the world works. It's something we spend a lot of time doing. 6 years in primary school, 6 years in high school, all that stuff in between, and God knows how much more if you go for uni. Our first instinct often is to immediately tell kids how the world works. But what if instead we ask them why they think it works? That's what psychologists at the University of California sought to find out. This research built on previous work relating to a form of learning, relational reasoning, and children's ability to develop this style, as well as its importance in an educational context. While it has been found out this learning style can be developed, as well as its need to be developed, it is unknown if this process could be made quicker. Could making children explain why, rather than telling them, be a better way of teaching this learning style? To explore this, they asked if children were more likely to learn through relational reasoning when prompted to explain observations compared to receiving a demonstration alone. They assembled 46 participants aged either 5 or 6 who were then split into 2 groups of 23. The first group, explain condition, was sat down with 3 cards put in front of them, and the experimenter would show a connection between 2 cards as shown here. Following this, they were prompted to explain why this connection existed. Meanwhile, the second group, the report condition, would be shown this same connection, but not be asked to explain why. Once this occurred, the child was prompted to make matches of their own, the experimenter scoring them by the correct matches given the rule that was demonstrated. A correct pair utilizes relational thinking and would include matches seen on the left, whereas an incorrect pair used object matches, favored by younger children, such as that on the right. The study reasonably concluded that the explained condition had a clear impact on producing correct relational matches 4.78 times out of 6. Comparatively, the report condition resulted in a relational match in only 1.44 times out of 6. This observation saw the explained condition come out as performing significantly better, and thus revealed evidence that asking why results in increased learning in the context of relational thinking. Researchers believe the reason for this relates to the fact that the development of an explanation leads to the person to try more abstract and generalizable reasoning, which favors the logic needed for relational matches. Further work will follow questions raised by this study, such as the way explanation leads to abstract reasoning, comparing active to passive reasoning, as well as understanding the conditions that children best engage in this explanatory process. While there's still plenty of work to be done, it shows promise for implementation in teaching science and mathematics, where abstract reasoning skills are highly valued. Considering this information though, maybe I should stop telling you why, and instead ask you why.